Hey guys, welcome back here to Advanced Bass Fishing, and appreciate you guys swinging by the channel today. And we are going to be talking about the old school Balsa Squarebill crankbaits today. These old Bagley Balsas. Guys, there is a window. There's a bunch of modern era Squarebill crankbaits like Strike King and Megabass and all the high-tech Squarebills of today. But there is a time and place for these old school Balsa crankbaits where they work better than anything out there. I'm going to talk about the window today. Talk a little bit about where to get these. They're pretty easy to get, even the old ones. So we're going to get into that in today's episode here. Also, guys, a couple quick housekeeping tips to just keep the lights on here in the tackle room. I want to talk about, you guys have probably heard me talking about every month, is that there's a different jig color that works better every month. And my favorite for April, guys, and also into early May, is this black and chartreuse. This is my Blaukat Throwback jig, black and chartreuse living rubber, and I put a blue chunk on it here. This is a great color for stained water. If you got water visibility around 12 inches, try this color combination, guys. You'll definitely catch some good fish on it. And I'll have my in my tackle warehouse link in this video description. I'll put my throwback jig link in there. But 3 different sizes, 3/8 half are probably my favorite for this. So definitely give that a try. Appreciate that. Okay, guys, I have been using these Balsa Bs. This is the old Bagley Balsa B, since 1980. Caught tons of fish on it, and I still use them today. I mean, I still use Balsa crankbaits. In fact, you can see this is all nothing but Balsa Squarebills here. There's some times where a Balsa Squarebill works better than a plastic because they don't make them anymore. It's like the only way that you can get a Balsa Squarebill now is like a custom made one or getting these old Bagleys. They're easy to get on eBay, guys. All you have to do is go on eBay and you can find them really easy. Just a Balsa B3 is what you want, Squarebill crankbait. And also, I have a buddy, his name's David Ryan. He's got a company called Dave's Custom Baits. Just Google it, Dave's Custom Baits. He's by Truman Lake here in my state of Missouri, and he makes custom Squarebills that I use a lot. In fact, let me show you one of them here. Here's one of Dave's Custom Baits. It's beautiful bait. I've caught a lot of fish on this bait here, but that's definitely what you want to get there. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about the situation. When do you want to use a Balsa Squarebill versus a plastic? 2 different scenarios for this. Number one, I have found, and I'm not sure what the deal is with it because it doesn't really make sense, but in the pre-spawn time of the year when the water temperature is in the mid to upper 50s, and if you've got some stained water, like water visibility, less than 1.5 feet, I catch a lot of fish on a Balsa Squarebill in those conditions. I don't know what it is because Balsa is pretty buoyant, it floats up, but it must be the way the bait wobbles or reacts in that type of water situation. But cranking rocky banks, chunk rock channel banks in the pre-spawn is a really good way with it. But the main thing that I use with this is coming up. This is a bait that you want to crank around shallow wood cover when the water's warm. It floats up high so you can work it erratic with a fast stop and go retrieve. If you get hung up, you just pop it and it floats up. And also, you can reel it with that fast stop and go retrieve. And if you stop it even for a split second, this Balsa floats up quick. And a lot of times in that shallow, dirty, hot water, you get that reaction strike from the bass. Also, Balsa is quiet. It's like most Squarebills now have rattles in it. It comes through the water different. It displaces water different than a plastic Squarebill. And sometimes there's no rhyme or reason. The bass just prefer it at certain times. So if you've got water temperature that's like over 75 degrees and you have water visibility of about, less than 1.5 feet, and you have lay down trees in the water, stumps, lay down logs, that type of wood cover, guys, try the Squarebill crankbait. It'll catch more fish than a regular Squarebill by far will. Most of the time I'm using it on heavy line. I use it 17, 20-pound test Seaguar and Vizex. Since I'm not trying to get the depth out of it, I'm trying to deflect off a shallow wood and rock. You can use heavier line with it. And one of the things about a Squarebill, guys, it is a bait that works better, or a Balsa Squarebill, with a faster retrieve. So I use a medium fast retrieve with it. I don't catch many fish on it with a medium or medium slow. I'm usually reeling it just about like this, stop and go, so that thing's moving pretty fast along the water. But I've caught so many good ones on it, guys. And a lot of people do. There's still a lot of guys today that prefer the Balsa over the plastic. So just wanted to throw that bone out there, guys. Like I said, you can get them. I'd suggest going to eBay. You know, there's plenty to be had there, and give them a try into the situation. I think I could catch some good ones on it. So talk later.